In this video, I'll show you how Power Automate with AI can automatically turn your Outlook emails into perfectly organized tasks with the right dates and context. In Outlook, we can create a to-do task just by flagging an email, but it just creates a task with the email subject and uses the date you pick while flagging the email. This is not smart. We are going to build a system that will analyze the email content using AI, and then the smart AI will create a title with the right context, pick a date for the task based on the email body and subject, and also add a note in the task, all generated using one of the GPT models we select. Let's start. I'm in the Power Automate dashboard. Here, first we will create a custom prompt that will analyze the email content and give us the perfect content for the task. We will use the output content in the Power Automate flow to create the task. I'll select the prompts option. I already have a few prompts here for different types of Outlook automation. Check out the AI Builder playlist for the videos. I'll select the option Build Your Own Prompt. In the instructions section, I will paste the prompt which I already designed based on what we need. In the prompt, I have asked it to analyze the email content and output the title, due date, importance, status, and a note in JSON format. Here I'll add the email content as inputs. I'll delete the placeholder for subject and select this add content option, and I'll select text. I'll rename the input to subject. I'll do the same for the other inputs. I'll delete the placeholder, add content, text, and rename it to body. This is the email subject, this is the email body. For the sender, I'll delete this, add content, text input, and rename it to sender. For the receipt time, I'll delete it, add content, text, and rename it to receipt time. Now we have 4 inputs. The AI will receive the inputs from the Power Automate flow we are going to build next. Below, I have some instructions for how to create the outputs. Like for the title, it should make the title clear, actionable in 5 to 8 words, and remove anything like RE or FW. For the date, it will analyze the urgency of the email. If there is any date mentioned in the email body, it will pick that date for the task. It will also pick a time for the task. For the importance and status, it will analyze the email content. And lastly, for the note of the task, it will create a quick note with the right context. You can play with the instructions here to get the output as per your requirement. For the model, you can pick a different model in this list. I will keep the default GPT 4.1 mini. By default, it outputs in text format. We need to change this to JSON so we can use the output fields in the Power Automate flow. Now I'll rename the prompt to Outlook Task. Next, I'll test the prompt to see how the output looks. I'll just click the test button. Here's the structure of the output. We see all the fields we need. Since we did not add any content for this test, the output looks like this. We will test it from the Power Automate flow, but you can test it before moving forward by adding some content for the inputs here. Then you can modify the instructions accordingly. To keep the length of the video short, I'll move forward to create the Power Automate flow. Before that, I need to save the prompt. Before creating the Power Automate flow, I need to create a folder in Outlook. I already created a folder, Task Temp. The folder is inside Inbox. We need the folder because we need a trigger for when the Power Automate flow should create a task using the AI prompt. To trigger our flow, I'll need to move the email to the folder. Then the flow will complete the process and move the email back to Inbox. The emails will not be stored in the folder if you don't want them to. To create a folder, click these 3 dots and select Create New Subfolder. Now in the Power Automate dashboard, I'll select the Create option. I'll select the Automated Cloud Flow option here. I'll add a name for the flow, Task from Outlook. For the trigger, I'll search for Outlook. I can see the trigger when a new email arrives v3. Since we have a folder in Outlook, the trigger will work when we move an email to that folder. It will not trigger for each new email. I'll click Create. This is our trigger. I'll select the trigger and inside advanced parameters, I'll select folder. I need to select the folder we created for the tasks. I'll click this open folder and inside inbox, I'll select the folder task temp. From this trigger, we get all the email content, the subject, sender, body, and the email receipt time. First, we need to convert the email receipt time to a format so that AI Builder can read and analyze it. I'll add an action and here I'll search for convert. From the DateTime group, I'll select this convert time zone action. For the base time, I'll select this dynamic option, enter the data from previous step, and here I'll search for the receipt time. This is the receipt time and date of the email. This is coming from the trigger when a new email arrives v3. I'll select this. For the source time zone, I'll select my local time zone. And same for the destination time zone, I'll select my local time zone. For the time unit, I'll select the first option here, full date time pattern. This will output the date and time like this. This action is required because the default receipt time output format is not suitable for AI Builder. We need to send all the email data to the AI prompt to get the task data we need. I'll add the next action here. Now I'll select run a prompt. With this action, we can call the prompt we created earlier. Here I'll select the prompt Outlook task. Now it needs the inputs we mentioned in the prompt. For the subject, I'll select this option, enter the data from previous step, and select the subject from the email trigger. If you do not see any field here, you can just click this See More option to view all the fields. I'll select the subject option for this field. For the sender, I'll click this dynamic option and select this from output. For the body, I'll select the dynamic option again and select this body. For the receipt time, I'll select the dynamic option and this time I'll select this converted time from the converted time zone action. Using this run a prompt action, we are sending the email content to the AI prompt and we'll get the output for the task. Now we need to create the task in Microsoft To Do. I'll add the next action. I'll search for To Do. Under this Microsoft To Do business category, I'll select the action Add a To Do v3. For the To Do list, I'll select tasks. For the To Do title, I'll remove the default title and select the dynamic option. And then I'll select the title output from the run a prompt action. For the due date, I'll select this dynamic option and select the due date. For the importance, I'll select this option Enter Custom Value and then select the dynamic option and then select the importance output. Same for the status. I'll select Enter Custom Value, select the dynamic option and select the status output. Lastly, for the body content, select the dynamic option. Look for note. I don't see note here, so I'll click See More and select note. This body content will be the note for the task. Our flow design is almost done. Next, I'll add an action to move the email out of the temporary folder. This is optional. I'll add an action, search for move, and here I'll select this move email v2 action. This action requires the message ID of the email. In the dynamic option, I'll search for message ID. This is the message ID of the email the flow is working on. We need to move the email back to inbox, so here I'll select open folder and I'll just select the inbox folder. To trigger the flow, we are moving the email to the temporary folder. When the task is created, we are moving it back to the inbox folder with this action. If you want to categorize the emails for which the Power Automate flow created task, you can add an action and search for category and select this Assign an Outlook category. Select the message ID, the same message ID. I'll search for message ID, and for the category name, you can create any name you want. I'll add task created. So we know one task has been created for the email. We are completely ready with the flow. I'll click the save button. Now we need to test the flow. I'll click this test button. I'll select the manually option. I'll click the test button again. Let's send an email to the inbox to test it. I'll send this email. I'll click the send button. We have received the email in Outlook. Here's the email. Now to trigger the flow, we need to move the email to the folder. I'll right click, under move, I'll select task temp. The email has been moved to this folder. Now the test should work. You can see it started working and the test has been finished. You can also trigger the flow in the Outlook application on your phone by moving the email to that folder. Let's check the to-do list. Here I can see the newly created task. It has a perfect title and a note generated by the AI builder. It picked the date from the email body, February 28. Here you can see the date. In the To-Do app on your phone, you can view all the tasks. Now in Outlook, I can see the flow moved the email back to inbox and assigned it to the category we set. Everything worked perfectly. Since this is an automated flow, it will trigger automatically whenever you move an email to the folder. If you don't want to keep it active, just turn off the flow here. If you want the complete flow and the AI builder prompt ready to use, please join the channel. You will get everything set up in 5 minutes instead of rebuilding from scratch. Plus, you will get access to all my automation templates. Please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.